Greetings and welcome to a Patch Notes discussion video here at Words About Games. I am your host for today, Amy K. Alexander. I'm joined this week by the glorious one himself, Mr. Daffod Moody.
Boom!
PlayStation!
Boom. PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Oh, that's Sega.
I was just going to try and get it. PlayStation. Sega's later. Sega's tomorrow. Moody, we promised this video a while ago. For reasons completely beyond our control, obviously did not happen. This is our PS5 reveal discussion video. It was so important that we felt we brought it out in our own video instead of putting it in a podcast. After having watched the PS5 reveal last night with yourself and with Keith, that was the correct decision. Yes. I feel like this is definitely something that needs its own breathing room.
Yeah, if we did this as a podcast, I think the podcast would be 3 hours long.
That would have been the podcast. Like, forget your escapist indie showcases, forget your guerrilla collectives, forget your PC gaming shows. It would have been a 2-hour podcast about PS5 and none of the other news. So it was a really good thing we did this.
Yeah.
26 games, Moody. I went on e3recap.com, the 2020 quarantine edition, and I counted them. 26 plus a console. Plus consoles.
Yes.
So we're going to talk about them all. I've got a vague sort of ish running order, like that I've put in here. After everything was said and done, I went straight back in. I rewatched the PS5 reveal again, like with less hype, like with less not less hype, but like less of a roller coaster of like, oh my god, like knowing what was coming. And then I researched a bunch of stuff and I put it in the document because there's some stuff that wasn't mentioned in the old PS5 reveal. That's pretty interesting about some of these games.
That is true. That is true.
But first, Moody, before we talk about the games, before we talk about the console, I want to know what your thoughts were on the show. The PS5 reveal show as a whole, as an event that you sat down and you watched on twitch.tv/PlayStation for an hour and whatever it was, 20 minutes?
Hour and 15, I think. Yeah. Short and simple. Xbox, you need to follow this suit. Short and simple. This was as near perfection as you're going to get it. It was smooth. It was pacey. It never slowed down. When you heard from the developers, it was quick, in and out. It's what you want, straight to the games. Like Jim Ryan literally said at the beginning, we're going to let our games speak for us, and they did. And not every game worked for me, but that's fine. There's no problem. It wasn't aimed for me, and that's what I love even more. They had for everybody. They had for every type of gamer. An indie gamer, got them. AAA gamer, got them. First-person exclusives, got them. You had it all. Sports games, you had them. Or sports game. Well, sports games, yeah, because the racing game is a sports game.
There was sports-ish games.
Unique, crazy-looking, what the hell type of games. We had it all. It was a near perfect. It was near perfect, basically. Of a reveal, they did it so well. Hats off to them, absolute hats off to them. I thought after what we saw from how they did Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us Part 2 little gameplay things they did a couple of weeks ago, that I thought was going to be something kind of similar to that. Very fast paced. Talking, just letting the game, showing the games and everything, and they did that. We had trailers, yes, not everything was gameplay, there was no doubt about that, but the things that we saw, I was hyped for. I really was. I think they did an incredible job. Hats off to them, especially like the players. Xbox have done nothing but fire shots. They've been ahead of the curve when it comes to communication. We've known what the boxes look like for a long time. They're very pro gamer of backwards compatibility. PlayStation seems like it's very iffy on it. We don't know because they haven't really spoke about it. But then they do a reveal event and everyone's just like, I can't fault what they've just shown. I can't.
Moody can attest to this. Like, I was the living personification of that one Office gif. I can't remember the name of the actress now. She does Kimmy Schmidt as well, which stands from the desk like, woo! That was me, like, 10 minutes. After 10 minutes. Like, yeah, you mentioned shots. And then I'm going to mention Xbox off the bat because we can get it out the way, then we're just going to talk about PlayStation. Like, you mentioned shots. And I feel like a good metaphor for how the last couple of months have gone is to and bear with me here, I'm driving somewhere, is to take my recent Bloodborne stream where I was fighting one of the bosses and Xbox is taking these shots, and in this metaphor, Xbox is me poking away, slash at the boss, and then PS5 come out, with the reveal event, and they're just like, okay, well, I've got this move, and then like dead. Like that's how it felt. Like I've forgotten how it felt to be hyped. Like not to watch a conference or a presentation or whatever you want to call them and be like, yeah, that was pretty good. Like I enjoyed that. Like, but to be actually like hyped, going through it at the end of it, to be like, yeah, that was fucking amazing. I'm excited. I'm excited about video games. Like,
yeah. This is what we've been missing with the Jeff Keighley Summer of Gaming. This is what we've missed. Personally, no offense to them, the IGN thingy. Like we've had some really good things, like the Feel Good stream. Was it?
Wholesome Games Direct.
The Wholesome Games, which was really, really good. And then the Escapist thingy that we watched yesterday was really, really good. They just let the games speak for themselves. Xbox haven't done that. Yeah. They haven't done that so well. So that's what I'm hoping. I hope they watch this and they're literally like, boom, we are going to bring both barrels in July, exclusives gameplay, that's all we're going to show you, and that's what we want. Phil Spencer, all you need to do is just literally do what Jim Ryan did at the beginning. That's all you need to do, sir. We like you. We love you, Phil Spencer. You've done nothing but amazing things for Xbox. You don't need to go and speak to the developers or anything like that. You just say, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Let the games talk for you. Do that, boom. No problem whatsoever.
I come out of the PS5 reveal, and I'm excited to be a PlayStation gamer. I came out of the Inside Xbox third-party reveal, whatever thing, and I came out going, yeah, all right. There were some games in there that looked interesting, but I wasn't excited to be an Xbox gamer, and that's the difference. And sometimes that can work in mid-generation when you're just showing off some really cool games. But when you're trying to launch a console that you need to convince people to buy into, like we were talking about PlayStation potentially being more expensive than Xbox, but right now I'm more likely to want a PS5 than to want to upgrade to an Xbox Series X. Because there's no way I can do both. And there's not very few people are going to be able to do both at once. Almost everybody's got to make a choice.
PlayStation have shown me why I should buy a PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
Xbox Series X hasn't, and I don't think they're gonna to either still, because they've come out and said we're supporting all our consoles for the next 2 years. Yeah. So that's the thing about it. What can Xbox really do? Like, it's going to be very.
Show me the games.
Yeah, that's what they need to do now. They need to show us the games, and I think they need to explain why it's best on Series X, because I don't think they've done that well enough yet.
Exactly.
But I'm hyped for the future. This was fantastic. Well done to PlayStation. I can't fault it. I really can't.
No, like the whole presentation was just made so well. Like the transitions between the different trailers and the different games with the sacred symbols and like the way, just the design around it, the sound, the visual. It was just like, yes, it's not just awkward Zoom calls. This is a proper presentation that you could have taken and you could have showed me last year. And I would have been like, cool, it's just a normal PlayStation presentation thing. It's a bit weird that they're not in front of a crowd, but whatever. Like, whereas if you'd shown me the Xbox one, I would have been like, this is weird. What the fuck's going on? What happens in 2020? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. The thing is, they did it perfect. When Xbox revealed the box at Game Awards, that was perfect. It really was a really good reveal. Because one, we didn't expect it, that's for sure. And there's no doubt about it, we weren't expecting it. We were thinking we were going to see it at E3 this year until the whole world decided to go to nuts.
Yeah. But
so
like, yes, it's not a takeaway from Xbox at all. Like they've done a really good job around messaging. We've praised them so much for their messaging and stuff. It's just they fumbled the most important part, which was the part where they got everybody to sit down and watch a presentation.
Yeah.
Whereas PlayStation have kind of done the opposite, where they've kind of been confusing and they've kind of under-delivered on stuff, and they've kind of but then it's like it comes to the moment, like the one moment where they've got everybody sitting down to watch the thing, and the thing is 10 out of 10, and it flips it instantly. It just flips it over.
The whole messaging has been perfect for this thing right now.
Yeah,
like I say, how they were presenting it and everything. PlayStation have just took up Thursday and Friday because of what's happened with the reviews that are coming out with a certain game.
Yeah.
They've took up 2 days. They are literally the talking point for 2 days
and longer,
and that's what they want. They have, yeah. Well, going until next week when the release for The Last of Us Part 2 comes out, they've nailed it and it's fantastic. Yes, we know. I'm pretty sure it's come out that they were wanting to do this earlier. They wanted to do this, I think, around the May time, I believe. But obviously, with what's happened with the pandemic and everything, they had to readjust, and they've done it spectacularly. This is what we were hoping when we saw Xbox. We were thinking, you're going to readjust, and you're going to do these things.
Yeah.
Hopefully, they will do that in July. This is what I love even more, ladies and gentlemen. PlayStation have got me excited for the Xbox One because I want to see what they're gonna. PlayStation have just done a little, like you were saying with the Bloodborne reference. They were taking little jabs. PlayStation was just like this, and they've literally just gone basically. Now I want to see, can you take that?
Yeah, but then to continue the Bloodborne metaphor, as you know, you were sitting in my stream. Eventually, I came back.
Yeah,
and what did I do? I beat the boss. I was nearly dead at the time, but I beat the boss. And that's what Xbox can do.
You were standing there.
But it's going to be a long way to July, and all the way from now until whenever Xbox 2020 is in July, the conversation is going to be about PlayStation. Yeah. And that's a long time for people to just be talking about PlayStation.
Mm-hmm. Fascinating. Well done.
Well,
let's move on to the thing that we came for.
What do you think of the console itself? This will be the thumbnail image, by the way, for the video. If you don't know what it looks like, that was the weird internet router looking motherfucker that you saw on the thumbnail when you entered this video. What do you think? The
more I see it, the more I like it.
Oh, it's so
I really do.
I really love it.
It is so unique, so intriguing. I put this out to our friends from the PlayStation, the Trophy Room PlayStation project for the players by the players, Joseph Moran and Kyle Stevenson, in their chat, and I said I like both of their versions. I think they both look really cool. I love the simpleness of what the Xbox have done. It is just a box, but they've kept it simple, and it just looks really smooth and lovely. PlayStation have literally gone futuristic. They've literally went, we're going craziness with this type of thing, and I love what they've done. The memes are amazing. I'll say this right now, Lizzie. The memes are fantastic, and I love that. Shout out to you all for the memes. But yeah, I really, really do like it. Yeah, I think it looks more smoother with without the disc drive. I just think it's just more sleek.
Yeah.
Hopefully, maybe the next iteration of the PlayStation 5, because we all know there's going to be a smaller, cheaper version eventually. Yeah, a slim version of it, which will probably be different. Which will change the look a little bit. So hopefully, it'll be like that. So, but I really liked it. I like the look of it.
I loved it.
I liked it. I think it's a sexy little thing.
Everything you said. Apparently it's huge as well. Like, it's massive.
Yeah.
Apparently it's bigger than the Xbox Series X. Remember when everyone was like, "This thing's massive. Guess what?" And then PlayStation's just coming. Guess what, motherfuckers? I was bigger. Yeah. Like, it's so good looking. Like, I'm looking up at the Xbox One X and the PS4 base model that I've got on the shelf. just above me because my consoles are literally like here, in a line, and it's like, oh, they're gonna look so fucking good next to it, like up there with my switch,
Yeah.
teeny little switch in the middle, like
The teeny little switch.
my teeny little switch with the best color controllers. I'm just gonna throw out there.
Can't argue. Can't argue.
But it looks so good. I was blown away that there was two of them.
Yeah.
So there's the PS4, the PS5, which is just your PS5, and then there's the PS5 Digital Edition, which I did not see coming. I don't think anyone saw it coming.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone was talking about the possibility of there being a digital edition of the PlayStation 5 before yesterday. And
this is how they're going to undercut Xbox if Xbox don't have a Lockhart.
Like, yeah.
Which is still not confirmed yet. Like you say, so.
No, it's not. Jason Schreier tweeted out last night that PlayStation announced Lockhart before Xbox did. And that got me.
Yeah, I thought that was brilliant.
I had a belly laugh at that one. But, so, let's just assume the Xbox Series X and there's a Lockhart. There's a digital edition of it. It's a smart idea by PlayStation to just be like, look, we can give you a digital edition. Because, one, it'll be cheaper because it's never not Ultra HD 4K Blu-ray player built into it. And two, like Jim Ryan said last night / this morning, like they're offering it because a lot of people do only buy their games digitally. So why do they need a Blu-ray player? I was like, yeah, it's smart. It's giving people what they want, right? Like
yeah. And apparently
discs.
the Xbox SAD edition did sell pretty well for Xbox.
Yeah, because it's a slightly cheaper option, right? And it gives people who are like, oh well, I could buy this edition for 50 quid cheaper, 100 quid cheaper, whatever the price differential is going to be, and save that money because I never buy discs anyway. Like
yeah.
Like I haven't bought I use Boomerang Rentals in the UK, so I rent discs all the time. I've got a freaking cartridge of Trials of Mana sat in front of my Switch right now. But when I buy games, I buy them digitally. I bought Bloodborne recently. Yeah. I bought it digitally. Bought The Last of Us again. Bought it digitally. Bought Final Fantasy VII Remake. Bought it digitally. I don't buy games physically anymore. And I hope this doesn't happen, if Boomerang ever stopped being a thing where I could rent games in the UK, I would just completely flip over to all digital. So it's smart that they're offering this. And again, it was a nice surprise.
Yeah, they're giving it for both. You're very physical right now when it comes to the games, but you do eventually, you do buy digital eventually. Me, I'm pretty much all digital. Yeah. Didn't expect it, loved it. The discless one is more sleeker and sexier, so that's even more better for me, I think. Yeah, it's
PSA. You can lie it down.
Oh yeah. They showed it. I think right after they showed it, we could lie down. But yeah, I won't lie. I'll probably have mine standing. I like the look of it standing personally, but that's just me.
See, I'm all about symmetry. It's feng shui, right? Like I said, I've got this shelf. I've got the three consoles next to each other. If my Xbox is standing up, my PlayStation's standing up. If my Xbox is lying down, my PlayStation's lying down. Now, the only thing I'm worried about is there's another shelf above this shelf. And I don't know, but it's on the sidewall. And I don't know if either console can stand up on the right-hand side of my shelf.
Going off what the picture from IGN says, the PlayStation is a very big. 5 is a very big console. It's long anyway. It's long.
It's bigger than the base model PS3. Everybody, it's a chunky boy.
It's a chunky boy. But yeah, okay. I want to say this. So 2 skiers, prices. What do you think?
I don't want to get into this. You could just...
If you don't want to still get in it, that's fine. I can literally say what I think it's going to be. Because that's what you did out.
You could just you could write down a bunch of random price numbers, put them on a wall, throw darts at the wall, and wherever the fucking darts land, that's what the prices would be. Because, we don't really... Because it's shooting completely blind, right?
Yeah,
I feel
we
like
all are. Yeah,
I feel
we
like
know
we
that.
started out right when we were having these debates and discussions at the beginning of the year, around about the 399 mark, and it's been creeping up, right? And everybody's now thinking, "Ooh, could it be 599?" But I feel like we've just been doing it to ourselves, like
Hmm.
like another podcaster. I'll say, "Oh, it could be 449," and then that's where the price gets set. And then another podcaster's like, "What if it's 499?" And then everybody jumps in, and I feel like we're just pushing ourselves up. It it could go in either direction. I feel like with the price, I think what they would like to aim for is 399, 499. I
That's
think
where
that
they're gonna
I
go.
think that's where a good thing to go now. Hope, and I'm talking dollars, and hopefully regional pricing might kick in because the pound is slightly stronger than the dollar. Hopefully, it stays that way by November, December time, and maybe we get ours for 349, 449.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think the price is going to be. I think I've said for a long time. I've always thought that PlayStation wants to go 399. They found the sweet spot with the PlayStation 4. It was perfect for it. That's where the Pro started at 399 and everything. This gets around with it, but then we started obviously hearing about the articles of saying they are struggling to get the prices and everything like that. This for me counters that. This is for me. This is where they go. We can do both. We can
I
go
think
399, take the disc out. There, boom. Then 499 for the digital for the disc version and everything like that. That's how it is for me. So I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to give you that skewer. And if Lockhart is actually real, going off what we've heard, the rumors. Obviously, these are all rumors until it's confirmed. Take it with all pinch of salt, ladies and gentlemen. The Lockhart is nowhere near compared to what the PlayStation 5 is. Even it's like 8 teraflops and everything. So if it goes off from that, the PlayStation 5 can literally say, we have the cheaper console where we are consistent. Yes, you have a digital version without the disc, or you have the bigger version with the disc. Choose, ladies and gentlemen. They can literally tout that.
the thing about the costs and the cost to manufacture the consoles is they could price themselves high to make a profit on the consoles that they sell at launch. But the current high cost of the components is due to exceptional circumstances. Like it is due a lot into the pandemic and to manufacturing, and to the fact that Samsung are buying all of the processors. The like the, those costs will come down over time, potentially quite quickly. And what I think PlayStation could do, if they're pushed to do it by Xbox, because right now you can tell they're both staring each other down, waiting for the other one to go first. If PlayStation are pushed by Microsoft to make the console cheaper at launch, I think PlayStation could justify it to themselves. They make the console cheaper at launch, and they might take a loss on it for the first few months. They might, like maybe
Mm-hmm.
on the higher end model, on the lower end model, on both, and they'll show that up with game sales because everybody needs new games with consoles when they buy them, and then the price of the manufacturing comes down, right? And then they are making money on the consoles
Yeah.
that they build going forward. And that's one possibility. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. They could turn around and do a PS3 and do 499, 599. I think that would be a mistake. I don't think people would react well to that pricing,
Yeah, I agree with that.
and that could harm them in the long run.
Like how
Regardless of the
Xbox
games that
got
you put
smacked
on.
by it with the 499 when they just for the base Xbox, and then it was only 499 because they had the Switch, not the Switch, the
Dude, if that had a Switch with it,
oh, what was that giant camera thing called again?
the Kinect, Marty. The
The
Kinect.
Kinect. That's it. Yeah, the Kinect. They had the Kinect attached to it.
When I had that thing,
Um,
when I had the Kinect, I'll tell you what. Oh, it was so nice being able to just tell my Xbox what I wanted it to do. It was great.
well, it spied on you.
It was great. It's gone now. That was 2 Xboxes ago. It was great. Xbox, record that, and it would just clip something for me. It was amazing. It was a bit awkward when Aaron Paul turned my Xbox off while I was watching E3 one year. But, swings and roundabouts, innit? Like, Let's talk about games. I'm sick of talking about plastic boxes and how much they may or may not cost. I'm not. We're going to be talking about this for the next month or two. But let's talk about some games, Mooney. Because PlayStation, they brought the hype, yeah, but you don't bring the hype by showing what your console looks like. You bring the hype with the games that go on the console, that you play on that piece of plastic and computer components.
Yes, ma'am.
Spider-Man, Miles Morales, coming holiday 2020 to PS5. You were there. You heard it.
Oh, yeah.
You saw that? And I was like, holy fuck, Spider-Man. And then we saw more. Jesus Christ, it's Miles Morales. And then, holiday 2020.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go, Moody. We got a comfort. We've got a show. Those are my exact words. Verbatim.
Exact words, ladies and gentlemen. I can confirm that. Yeah. We were all hyped. When we saw that, I was like, oh, yeah, Jesus. Like what you said, we have a show. And they did. And they kept on swinging throughout. I give them credit for that. They kept on swinging throughout, which was really, really impressive. Well done to them. What was I talking about again?
Spider-Man!
Spider-Man, yeah. This was hype. They came with the big guns right off the bat. Like Spider-Man was one of their biggest selling games of all time when it came to the PlayStation. To see this is going to be launching, basically. It's going to be a launch end. But there is a caveat, obviously. It has been revealed that this is an expansion, not a sequel or anything like that. Like what you and me talked off video. We both jumped to the conclusion straight away. It's a sequel. Oh my god, fantastic, well done, Insomniac, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. But like we both said, like after it and rewatching it, feels probably wouldn't be surprised if this is actually an expansion.
Yeah,
and it has come out. It is an expansion. So
yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? Yeah,
makes sense.
Makes sense. Yeah,
dude, you telling me I can play more Spider-Man? I fucking love
There's
that
nothing
game.
wrong with playing more Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spider-Man was a brilliant game. Yeah.
Telling me it plays Miles? Yeah, all right, I'm in. Like I was in the second I realized what it was.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. So I like I said off stream, I said I had a question. So what? So obviously this means that there's a PlayStation 5 version of this game coming out. So they're going to be reselling it. What about the people who already own the PlayStation 4 version of it? Do you think they're just going to say people who have the PlayStation 4 version will get it automatically enhanced on the PlayStation 5, but you will probably have to buy the expansion pass, like to get the Miles part? Do you think they're going to do something like that, or are they going to tell you have to buy?
And we're going to drive back now. We're going to drive backwards in time around the PS5 reveal to everything PlayStation did and said beforehand, where we've called them out for being really confusing because they don't speak plain English when they're trying to explain something to you. And this, again, is more of that, where it's like, it's an expansion. Cool, I get it. It's like Lost Legacy. It's just going to be a Miles Morales standalone Spider-Man adventure. That's what I thought. And then, obviously, you read the news stories, and it's like, well, it's an expansion to Spider-Man on PS4. I guess you could call it an expansion and enhancement to the previous game. There's a substantial Miles Morales component, which is the expansion element, but also within the game as well, there's been major enhancements to the game in the game engine, obviously deploying some of the major PS5 technology and features. That's as clear as mud. I don't know whether that means the entire Spider-Man game is coming over to PS5, or whether it's just the world and engine of Spider-Man, and they've just dropped Miles Morales into it to do his thing. I don't know if this is going to be... It's an expansion and enhancement of the previous game. I don't know if that means it's coming to people who have Spider-Man on PS4. Like, and they can buy it too. Like, they could have been really simple and just said, it's a standalone expansion. Or, yeah, you're also getting Spider-Man on PS5. And this is just going to be like DLC. There'll be like a Miles Morales edition on PS5 where you just buy the thing for full price and you get both games. Or you can buy the expansion standalone for cheaper. But this, I don't know.
Hopefully they will do the thing where I've just said that if you own it already, on PlayStation 4 and you buy the PlayStation 5, it just transfers over in automatic enhanced, and then you just have to buy the expansion pass, which I'm probably going to guess it's probably going to be 30 quid.
I think it's just going to be like Lost Legacy, where you
Yeah,
just
which was,
buy
I
it
think,
and you
what,
can
30,
play it.
40 quid, wasn't it?
You can buy it and play it, and you don't need to worry about having Spider-Man.
Or even that'll be pretty decent, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Either way,
that, like I said, them good, like you said, them not talking and not explaining themselves properly. That's irritating again, but it's hype. It's Spider-Man. Spider-Man, people.
You will not bring my hype down, you fuckers.
Yeah. You will not do this. Yeah, it's
Damn
Spider-Man.
you,
Can't argue with
PlayStation.
that. And after the awesomeness that was Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse, more Miles Morales. Yes, please, ladies and
I love
gentlemen.
that. I love the fact that I just watched that film.
Yeah. How about also this Insomniac? Maybe a little hints, little Easter eggs of Spider-Gwen. How about a little bit of Spider-Gwen? I wouldn't mind a bit of Spider-Gwen. She was one of my favorite characters in the movie, in Spider-Verse. So how about you tease a little bit of her, Insomniac? Come on, you know you want to.
Well, you gotta think that, like, it's cool that they're doing a Miles-centric spin-off, because Spider-Man 2, or whatever they end up calling the second Insomniac Spider game, is going to be a Peter Parker story. Because of all the stuff that happened at the... No spoilers. Yeah. I will vaguely hint and just say, of all the stuff that happened at the end of the first Insomniac Spider game, there's definitely more Peter Parker, Spider-Man stuff to happen and to come. So the full game will be more of the same, but not, you know what I mean. Video games.
I know what you mean, yeah.
We're not doing this in order of the things as they were revealed, though, because we'd have to open with GTA 5, and I'd rather throw myself out my window than talk about GTA 5 again. This will be the third console generation Grand Theft Auto 5 has been a part of.
It's what happens when you're arguably the biggest game in the world right now.
It's just... I thought we were going to be free, Moody. I thought we were going to be free. I thought we'd be looking at MPDs in 2021, and it'd be like, Grand Theft Auto... What's Grand Theft Auto? Nah, you're right, mate. This game's going to be a consistent top seller for the rest of eternity.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
And it's going to kill me. Because I want to talk
about a little bit of...
Yeah. Horizon Forbidden West. Don't think... By the way, Gorilla, don't think I didn't see that little Roman numeral 2 you've hidden in your title screen. Don't think I didn't see that. I saw that.
I saw that. Don't think they were hiding it. They just did it very small.
It's so small. They would, like, when people put things really small in their thing, they were hiding it. Try and tell me otherwise. What do you think, Horizon Forbidden West?
Well, it's a CGI trailer, so they didn't really show much. But no, Horizon Zero Dawn was an incredible game that gave you an incredible character in Aloy, which I want to see more. The story, how they ended Horizon Zero Dawn, again, no spoilers, really did hint at what they were going to do and everything. I love the aspect, the scenery it looks like they're going. It looks like she's going
west.
Going west, like the title says, Forbidden West. So that's going to be very intriguing. Like, it can't ask for much more. She's became a fan favorite, just like Peter Parker did, just like Nathan Drake and Kratos and everything. Can't ask for much more. This is the only question is, like, there was the holiday window for Spider-Man, but there was no sight of a the date. I'm still, because the Spider-Man is an expansion, I still kind of think Horizon will be a launch title, but until we're told.
Yeah, no, I don't think so anymore. My whole thing about Horizon being a launch title was literally because, like, Xbox is bringing big guns to the launch, and my point was, I think PlayStation needed to counter that with something. They've kept looking at this list of games that I have in front of me on this dock. They've countered it with a few things, but from their first party, like marquee IP, we have Spider-Man Miles Morales. We don't necessarily need Horizon Forbidden West. Whereas it never entered my mind to think that they would go the Lost Legacy route with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, then it was like, well, which game could be ready for launch? It was Horizon. It doesn't need to be now. So I feel like we'll get Horizon next March, April, whatever. And it's not as big a deal as if they didn't have Spider-Man.
Yeah, I understand.
No.
But
But
yeah,
fuck,
excited.
this trailer looked great. Like,
Yeah.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Infections
Mammoth.
spreading all over the place. Robot mammoths. Giant fucking
Bring on.
turtle robots. Like, there was a
Hmm.
crocodile robot at some
Going
point.
underwater, looks like it. Really like
Like,
that. Gonna be very intriguing.
Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco.
I want to climb that thing.
I'm gonna climb that thing. Like, yeah, fuck your tall necks. I'm going up that bridge.
Yeah.
No, I mean
I won't lie.
Horizon, like Horizon Zero Dawn. I don't talk about Horizon Zero Dawn as much as I probably should, purely because of it came out surrounded by like all these ridiculously like generation-defining games. But yeah, like Horizon Zero Dawn was a fantastic game. I can't wait for
That it's sold so well, going toe to toe with Breath of the Wild. That's respect to it. When it's a brand new IP, respect to it. And hopefully this one will sell even better now that we know the character, we know the world, we know what they're going for. That's yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this. Yeah,
Bring
it on.
We've been in the world now, so we know what
Yeah,
we're not like. It's now a known franchise, and it's now a known marquee PlayStation title.
Yeah.
Aloy is a PlayStation icon. Mooney, I want to move on to a
Yeah.
game. Like Jim Ryan could have appeared just before this next game was shown, and paused the entire live stream, and just looked at the camera and just said, "Okay, Amy, here it is. This is a reveal just for you. Everything about this is going to speak to you." And I would have been like, well, first I would have been like, what the fuck, Jim Ryan's talking to me through the internet, what the hell? But they showed Deathloop, and I was just like, every single thing about this Deathloop reveal was like, this is speaking to me. This is for me. This game is for me, Moody. Nobody else. It really feels like this game was designed for me. I loved everything about it. The way it was presented, the presentation style, the music, the gameplay, the concept, the release date. Like, everything about this game. Deathloop, it's it's better than I could have imagined it would be.
This is the Bethesda
reveal
game,
last
isn't it?
year. Yes,
Yeah.
this is the Bethesda game. You're on the island, you play on the guy, you're stuck in a time loop, and you've got to try and assassinate. You've got to try and assassinate the 8 people without getting killed. Every time you get killed, the loop starts over again.
It's Groundhog Day.
It's Groundhog Day with multiplayer invasions, Moody. There was one part we were both a bit iffy on. We didn't know. We didn't really know what was going on because there's a rival assassin as part of the Deathloop story. So you go. I went on the PlayStation blog, and I learned some very interesting facts. I'm going to drop all these facts on you, even though most of them are in the doc. You can see them anyway.
Drop the facts.
Juliana is your rival assassin. So on top of all the NPCs, you've got an assassin who's trying to kill you as you go through this island. And I'll read the thing here. Deathloop is Arcane Leon's innovative take on an immersive multiplayer experience, a story-driven first-person shooter where your main antagonist might be another player. You'll experience Deathloop's main story as Colt hunting down targets across the island as you try to break the loop. Meanwhile, another player might temporarily enter your story in the role of Juliana, a rival assassin with her own singular goal: protect the loop by eliminating Colt. Of course, if you're feeling particularly villainous, you can slip into the shoes of Juliana yourself, jumping into someone else's Black Reef for a tense game of cat and mouse. The multiplayer invasion element is completely optional, so you can toggle it on or off as desired. So we didn't know. We saw it last year at E3, and we were like, is this a multiplayer game? We didn't know. We saw it at the reveal last night. It was implied it was a multiplayer game, but it was never stated. and it kind of is. It can be, I guess. It can be a multiplayer game if you so choose to be a to be a multiplayer game. It looks
If you
so
choose.
fucking good, Moody. It looks so good. It looks so good. Agree with me, Dad. No, don't be like that. Get out.
So long, guys.
I'll do the rest of this podcast myself. Dino Crisis sucks. How about that?
This never tickled my fancy personally. This never tickled my fancy. I love that it spoke to you. I love that about that, and I'll give this a try. I'll always give something a try. If it doesn't click with me, I'll still say it doesn't click with me. But yeah, it's very intriguing. Like the things that you haven't said, what's on the docket here. It's a timed PlayStation 5 exclusive. It's launching guessing with the console.
It looks like a timed launch exclusive as well. Yeah, it's coming to PC as well.
Intriguing.
It is coming to PC.
Yeah. It's console first, I guess.
But console first is PS5. Which holy shit, didn't see that coming. A big Bethesda.
Yeah, didn't expect Bethesda would do that. Yeah, didn't
Bethesda
expect that.
game. It's made by the guys who made Dishonored. It looks very much like Dishonored. Like the gameplay just looks so slick. Like, I mean, as soon as you saw like the main character Colt's got blink, which is like it's from Dishonored, where you point your target at the thing and you go up. But then watching the combat. Once it started getting flawed and stuff, and it's like shooting, and then like he's obviously got some sort of like supernatural powers because he's like flinging people and doing this and doing that. I was like, it's just like a slick Dishonored with guns. Like, yeah, I mean, like I'm sold. Why didn't you say that last year, Bethesda? I would have been pumping the hype for this game for an entire year.
They wanted to apologize for Fallout.
This is how you, to be fair though, this is how you apologize for stuff like that. You publish games that look so fucking awesome. Like,
yeah, it didn't work for me, but like I said, I'm not a Dishonored person. That game just didn't click for me personally. So, but yeah, I'm over the moon that I'm excited that you're excited for it. I'm excited to see you stream it to get beaten by someone all the time.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And for you to get aggravated by it.
Yeah, you like watching me get aggravated. I've noticed. Doesn't show up for.
It's funny.
Doesn't show up from a Resident Evil streams. Shows up from our Bloodborne streams. Always in the chat.
Well, I didn't hear that.
Always watching. Goes to the toilet when I'm beating a boss. Comes back. Are you winning? You fucking kidding me? I've been here for an hour and you choose that moment and not be here? How dare you? How dare you?
Go. Well, it took so long to beat it. I was thinking, she won't beat it by the time I come back.
Sorry. Just to add, and this will be a quick one, because I wouldn't add this here because while I was talking about games that spoke directly to me, like that could have been like, again, Jim Ryan, like this one's for you, Amy. Like, Goodbye Volcano High. Like, looks brilliant.
Yeah, I love this one. I thought this looked absolutely awesome. I was thinking, oh, good God, this just screams at me that it's going to be something unique and something different. And it's going to do... It does seem like very vibe-ish from Life is Strange, which I don't mind. I love Life is Strange, so I can't say anything bad about that. But the unique take of the characters, that they're all dinosaurs, it looks like it.
So I've got the PlayStation blog open again. Goodbye Volcano High is a cinematic choice-based narrative game set in the final year of school for a bunch of dinosaur teens on the cusp of graduation and the rest of their lives. Follow them as they struggle to make their mark on the world, figure out who they're going to be, and try to find love, all before time runs out and they're thrust into the world of adulthood. But what they don't know yet is that time might be about to run out for real. In a time when we're all feeling a little lost and scared and not sure what happens next, we're hoping that the story resonates with some people. Yeah. Life is Strange, like, 1, great game. Like, animated Life is Strange with dinosaurs.
It screams really intriguing. Yeah, really does.
It's just nice to, like, see... It's nice that it's a game, it's out there, it's and it's not like murder everything. You know what I mean? Like it's a different kind of game, and I'm all about different kind of games. And
Yeah,
that's nothing
that's the
wrong.
thing. They had a bit of everything for
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah. And just to say that there's nothing. That's not me saying there's something wrong with murder everyone games. I really just spent 10 minutes talking about Deathloop. It's in the name.
That's true.
Moody, you're going to take the lead on this one, on this next one, because well, I like this series of games, and I like the games. Like I don't have much to say about it. But they also showed Ratchet and Clank, a new Ratchet and Clank called Rift Apart. And you've been banging on about Ratchet and Clank for the last couple of weeks. So.
Yeah, the last Ratchet and Clank game I thought was awesome. It was really, really good. Smooth, simple gameplay, to the point, beautiful visually, great little comedic timings with the characters, really good dynamic, and really well done. The game was a really good success for PlayStation. And this one just seems like it's adding onto it and literally saying, we could only do this on PlayStation 5. Because if we tried this on PlayStation 4, we probably would break the bloody console. I think you thought with the engine before, ladies and gentlemen. If the PlayStation 4 tried to play Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, I think you literally see it fly off.
It's true. It's true. Purely because of the way it works, right? Like
yeah,
so Rift Apart. At the beginning, they showed gameplay of it for everyone that didn't watch it. I don't know why you wouldn't watch it, but like they were literally going through different rifts, two different worlds in real time. There was no loading. It was like that 1 second of Ratchet flying between things was probably all the loading that it needed. You can't do that without a solid state hard drive. That's not possible on a PS4.
Yeah, if they tried that them going through those rifts would literally be the load screen, and it'd probably be a minute, if not more.
Yeah,
that's how crazy it is. And the gameplay looked really smooth. The switching between guns, the action, and everything. And the ray tracing and the visuals just looked really, really good. Yeah, I really, really liked what I saw from Ratchet and Clank. It was a great game when I played it in the last gen or PlayStation 4 gen, and I can't wait to see more. We had 2 Insomniac games this week. Last night, should I say? Which I was really happy about.
You were really happy, yeah. You were when in our chat on Discord. You were really happy when Ratchet and Clank came up. And I was happy for you. Like you were saying about Deathloop, I say this about Ratchet. I mean, I'm going to play a Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, and I'm going to probably have a good time with it. But
did you try the last one?
I played the last one to completion. I enjoyed it. It just I thought I just sit there if I was thinking back to Ratchet and Clank, I just go, yeah, it was good, and I'll definitely play more. I'll play a Rift Apart, but yeah, that's not me trying to talk down on it. It's just. It's not quite for me in terms of being yes, Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah. I know, I wasn't never the biggest Ratchet and Clank player. The first one I played was the PlayStation 4 version this year. Not this year, when it first came out.
Same, I never.
It was the first Ratchet and Clank game I ever played, so I can't comment on them apart from the game I played a couple of years ago. But yeah, so good. It looks so good.
It did. Let's talk about a franchise I am intimately familiar with, having played literally every single entry in it. I worked it out. I went through the list. Maybe I've played every single Resident Evil game to some degree, even the spin-offs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can say that about many other franchises that have 30 odd games in their history. But they showed Resident Evil 8. Part of me was disappointed because it wasn't a surprise and it should have been. It clearly should have been a surprise, to what this game was. It'd been leaked so much that we pretty much knew when it was coming. We knew everything we were going to see. And, part of me was disappointed, not in the game itself, part of me was disappointed for the team, for Capcom, for, the reveal and what they obviously wanted out of it, because it's we knew it was called Resident Evil Village. We even knew how the logo was going to look. We knew there was going to be werewolves in it already. We knew Ethan was going to be in it. We knew Chris Redfield was going to be in it. There wasn't anything in this trailer that was a surprise the way it was supposed to be. Um,
Yeah.
so I felt a bit gutted for them. It's coming in 2021. It's coming at both PS5 and Xbox Series X. Um,
And they've come out and said no load times as well.
yeah, like the village that you see, I guess, from when they pan out to it, is like you're just gonna wander around it. Like the attaché case is back from Resident Evil 4. As the inventory management screen. Like, I don't know, something didn't vibe with me about this trailer. Like, it might just be the trailer and the way it was cut and what they showed and how they showed it. But I was just watching it like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this game. Like, I feel conflicted, but there's a part of me that's thinking, if this didn't have the Resident Evil name on it, would I feel conflicted, or would I have just had the same reaction you had at Deathloop, which is just like, yeah, this one doesn't look like it's for me.
Yeah. We both love Resident Evil.
Yeah,
We loved Resident Evil 2 Remake.
I'm streaming it.
We're both indifferent on Resident Evil 3. Like, I enjoyed it more than you. And we loved Resident Evil 7. When that came out, we were just like, hell yes. That
actually, I think that's
absolutely brilliant.
I think that's important context to what I've said. Like I loved Resident Evil 7. I loved the switch to first person. I loved a bunch of the stuff that they did in that game. So it's not just because it's the new style. Like, I loved it last time.
I think the remakes have hurt this. I think because we were so hyped when we played Remake, like you and me played Remake 2 and tried to outdo each other just for the timing and everything on multiple occasions, which was awesome.
That was fun.
We played Resident Evil 2 so many times and had a ton of fun with it. And then Nemesis 3 came out, which we were both excited for. Yeah, like I said, we were both indifferent on it. I've had a lot of fun playing that game and played it multiple times. Obviously, until we get to play it, I'm not really sure. Obviously, because it's first person, not third person, it feels a bit weird for the first time, which is weird for me because when I saw it was first person in Resident Evil 7, I was thinking they're going in a unique way. Really, really liked it. Now, because we've got 2 remakes that have gone back to the third person type, and they played really well. They did play well. We can't argue against that. The mechanics really flowed well and everything. The trailer wasn't a good trailer. I'll state that for a fact. Like you said, it was just not a good trailer. Again, I think that was, like you said, the leaks and everything. We knew all about it. I hate that. Capcom, you need to slap down on your developers to shut them up. You can't. Whoever's talking, you gotta shut them up because someone's talking and they released. We knew what was coming. When we saw the trailer, we both said, that's Resident Evil 8.
Yeah.
We knew it.
There was no doubt in either of our minds, like what we were watching, like well before. Like, it even really got started. We were like, oh, this must be the Resident Evil trailer.
Yeah. We know everything about it. Apart from how it really plays and everything, which we all going to be surprised it's going to be like Resident Evil 7, so...
But with a bigger focus on combat and exploration, according to what we learned afterwards. I'll keep an eye on it. It's Resident Evil. I'm obviously going to play it, and who knows, I might even love it. But
yeah, we'll play it, and we'll be like, best game of the year.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. But it was just a case of, I think I'm trying to reconcile, like, my feelings with what I saw, and I do think I do live in hope that it was just a bad trailer as opposed to like a game, like the game not looking like something for me. There were elements that I saw in the trailer where I was like, that's cool, like those weird fucking witchy like characters that were in at one point. I was like, ooh, that's cool. Like the gothic like style of the village. I was like, ooh, that's a really cool setting.
Yeah,
I think part of my problem, Moody, is werewolves. Like, I see the werewolves, and that's going to be a big part of, like, the antagonist of the game, and I'm like, I don't know.
I think the part of the problem is also that it looks very Resident Evil 4.
It feels
which
like
we already know is getting remade.
Like I said, the attaché case from Resident Evil 4 is coming back. And
Yeah.
that just kind of make you go, it does look a bit like they're trying to Resident Evil 4, the Resident Evil 7 franchise
Yeah.
arm of Resident Evil, because there's like multiple arms of the franchise at this point. Um, yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Again, super
Yeah.
excited still, but the
I'm excited
trailer,
for games, all games.
the thing is, yeah, all the time, yeah, I
Because you
agree.
never know, right? You just never know.
Mhm. But the job of the trailer is to you see if it can raise your expectations. And sadly, the Resident Evil 8 Village / whatever it's going to be called, the game didn't do that. It didn't set me on. It didn't set my heart racing and on fire. And again, that's what I hate to say. I hate to say that because 7 we both loved, 2 remake we both loved, 3 I liked you were a mixture on it.
3 remake.
That's the thing. But we were hyped
exists.
for 3. That's the thing about it. We were hyped for it. Right now, we don't feel hyped for 8, and that's a shame.
Yeah. All right.
Maybe it's because it's been like Resident Evil, Resident Evil, Resident Evil for each year, and just because of that,
This
maybe
is what I've been saying. This is what I've been saying. That
you have
franchise
you have
is in danger of being oversaturated. Like
Yeah.
if you never have a break from Resident Evil, like Resident Evil stops being special. Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
found that out the hard way. Like
yeah.
like it. If we're gonna get Resident Evil 8 next year, and then we're gonna get Resident Evil whatever in 2022, and then we're gonna get Resident Evil whatever in 2023, it's like, and eventually, it's just normal, and that's people will get burned out on Resident Evil games.
Yeah.
Even people like us who love Resident Evil games.
Yeah.
So there's so many more games. I think we're gonna start going through them a bit faster now because I think I've hit all the headliners that I wanted to hit. Is there anything that you want to anything you would consider another headliner from
I'm
here?
having a look. Kenya Bridge of Spirits. Really like that. Thought that was really cool looking. Thought that was cutesy and everything.
That was
really
cool.
like that.
I did like the look of Kena. Like it reminded me of classic, those classic Japanese tales of the hero, like the classic hero's journey. But I liked the twist in the narration where it was you listen to the narration and it's the girl with the little forest spirits and there's a person talking and you're like, oh, it's her mentor, right? It's her sensei or whatever, and then it's not, it's the villain. You realize you learn 3/4 of the way through the narration, it's the villain, and then the trailer, the gameplay that we saw, the little cute little forest spirit, fairy little forest spirits, that you collect up, looks fantastic. The way the game plays, from seeing the gameplay, Phil. The way you see the gameplay, it looks awesome. There was the moment where she was fighting the one creature, and there was other ones hovering around, and the forest spirits jumped on the creature, and you shot the arrows into the thing, and they deflected the arrows into what it's that's cool as fuck. Little touch like that is really fucking cool. Yeah, I was really. I feel like I skipped over this one mentally the first time I watched it because of all the hype stuff that was happening. But then when I rewatched it, I was like, actually, fuck yeah, this looks really cool.
Mm-hmm. I also like the Slack Boy. I thought that was adorable. I was thinking, oh, that's just a nice, simple platformer. Good for kids, good for families. They really had a good balance of games for everybody. This reveal, they really did a good show.
Yeah, it's like a 3D Mario moment, right? They've taken Sackboy and they're making a game about Sackboy because Little Big Planet, while starring Sackboy, isn't really about Sackboy. It's about building. It was about building your own levels, right, and playing custom levels. Whereas this just looks like it's a 3D platformer. And that's really cool because it looks really fucking good. And it's nice that they've realized they can branch out with one of their characters into doing other stuff.
Yeah.
Into a game that does look actually pretty good. Cool. So let's start going through these a little bit faster. Hitman 3.
Hitman 3.
Fuck me. I'm excited.
January.
January 2021 is also coming to Xbox Series X. Not many of the games that were shown last night are, but that one is. Yeah, I mean, everybody knows how big a fan I am of Hitman. Like, Hitman and Hitman 2, like the new version
The
of the
IOI
series.
games.
Yeah, this is being self-published by IO Interactive. So the first one was obviously Square Enix. The second one, after they split from Square Enix, was Warner Brothers. This is just them. They're self-publishing, which means this is going to be like their version of Hitman, right? Like, this is what they want to do. Nobody can tell them what to do.
Well, I hope that means it's going to be a better game because I didn't enjoy 1 or 2 at all.
I loved 1 and 2.
Yeah, just didn't work for me.
2 didn't hit as much as 1, but I think that's just because I actually really enjoyed the episodic releases of the first one. Purely because of the way the maps worked. It was like, there's one, like, assassination mission, but then, like, because of how big the world is and how full of NPCs it is, the way, like, they could just add in, like, oh, this NPC, you have to kill, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, they could just build new missions into those locations, and then you got to really explore them, and then got the next location. I really liked that model. Like, I was the first person criticizing them, being like, why the fuck are they making Hitman episodic? And I was the first person to hold my hands up and say, actually, that works. That worked really well. But yeah, Hitman 3. Let's go.
Ghostwire Tokyo.
Ghostwire
Tokyo. PlayStation 5 exclusive. Launch into 2021 on PlayStation 5, coming later for PC.
Yep.
What do you think of this?
It didn't grab me. It didn't grab me. It was weird as fuck, which I appreciate. I'm intrigued by the combat. It's just like the first person action game where you're fighting spirits in Tokyo. And the combat seems to have something to do with like making like signs with the protagonist making signs with their hands. But it's not in the headlines because it just didn't hit with me.
Didn't hit for you, yeah. I'm the same there with you. I was thinking, looks beautiful, visually stunning, very intrigued, no doubt about it, but it just never tickled that fancy.
Yeah. And maybe it will. Like,
hopefully.
The thing with weird games is it's like you have to know more. You know what I mean? Like a 2.5 minute like trailer isn't enough to get across like why you should want to play a game which is so off the wall weird.
Mm-hmm. Next up, Returnal.
This is a Housemarque's game, right? Yes.
Yeah, Housemarque, yeah.
I'm intrigued by the concept of it.
Very death-proofish.
I like the title.
Groundhog Day type. I was thinking, wait, have we just seen this one?
Ironic.
Deathloop and everything, but yeah. I love Housemarque. So I am very intrigued to see what they're going to do with this. Housemarque are a really good developer. They have a huge history and partnership with PlayStation, so not surprising this is going to be an exclusive, I'm guessing. Yeah, bring it on. Yeah, bring it on for that. I thought it was very unique.
Yeah, I'm down for a harrowing tale of dying over and over again on a mysterious alien planet that's driving you slowly insane. Sounds like fun.
Yeah. Sounds like Groundhog Day and Control all mixed into one.
It did give me some Control vibes, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Next up, the forever secret that was not a secret.
The biggest secret of video games. Blue Point
Demon
Games.
Souls.
Demon Souls.
You're the Soul girl here. I am not a Souls person whatsoever. You like these tough games. You like the Dark Souls. You like the Bloodborns.
I do like the Bloodborns.
Yeah. So is this going to be giving you? Did this tickle your fancy? Did it make you go, I want to go and get tortured?
I'll probably play it.
Yeah.
Like I love Bloodborne. I love Neo. I love Neo too. There are probably other Souls-like games that I'm forgetting about that right in this moment that I loved. Like Dark Souls has always been a one where it's like, yeah, it's good, and I get why people, because that was the first sort of birthing of what we now call Souls-likes, hence the name. So I'll probably give it a go because Demon Souls was like the precursor to Dark Souls, but Like it looks like from graphically, like from that standpoint, it looks incredible.
Yeah.
Like, but whether I play it or not, I mean, I will. Whether I enjoy it or not, I get hit and miss with these types of games so much. There's really no predicting how I'm going to react to one.
That's fair. That's fair. Like, yeah, for me, yeah, excited for the people who are fans of this game, but yeah, I am not a person who likes just to get tortured in a game all the time.
You just have to get good,
It's not,
and then you don't get
it's not,
tortured.
no, just give me a baby ass baby mode. Just give me that. Give me baby ass baby mode. I'll be fine. Solar Ash. What do you think of this?
I've been following along with this one for a while. Have you played Hyper Light Drifter? Actually, probably not. No.
Probably not, yeah.
It doesn't have a
Isn't it Game Pass?
I don't know, but I'm gonna look it up. But yeah, it's by the developer of Hyper Light Drifter, and it's sort of it is like a spiritual successor to Hyper Light Drifter, supposedly. Hyper Light Drifter is a phenomenal game. So I've been looking forward to Solar Ash. It was nice to see it. It was nice to see it get a spot on the PlayStation 5 reveal. Because it's been a while since we've seen it. I'm pretty sure it's console exclusive. PS4, PS5, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing about, like, say, PlayStation, where a lot of people, like, because PlayStation weren't talking, a lot of people are thinking, PlayStation going to be sub-hot the indies. Well, this thing shows they are.
They give, so. like, I get it, right? I get it. Well, I think PlayStation going to support the indies. They literally gave Shuhei Yoshida the job. His entire job is to support indies.
Even though he's the one who revealed Demon Souls.
And then, yeah, he revealed Demon Souls.
But that's close to his heart, though. But I think he worked on that. I think he worked on that stuff.
Yeah, it was always like they were always going to support the indies.
Yeah,
like everyone does these days. Like you've got ID at Xbox indies, you've got PlayStation indies, you've got Nindies, which are the Nintendo indies, and then you've got all the indies on PC. All the indies being supported by the Epic Game Store. Like you've got to support indies to survive in this.
Yeah, that's true.
In this business at this point in time.
Sorry, Project Athena, Ether,
Project Athia.
Athia, okay.
Yeah, designed exclusively for PlayStation 5. It's a Square Enix game.
Written by Gary Ritter.
Yeah.
Writing team led by Gary Ritter. Let me try that again. My apologies there. I'll say this right now. I loved what I saw.
It looks nice. It looks nice. However, I want to caveat something. Because I'm gonna have an opinion about this, or rather, I don't really have an opinion about this, and it's because I've been burned too many times by console reveals showing awesome looking games that are just projects or concepts or ideas, and then they never come out.
That's fair.
So I look at this and I go, looks good, and then I'm shelving it. I'm vaulting it in my head and going, if I see it again, then I'll get excited.
Yeah. Go back to see the original PlayStation 4 reveal, ladies and gentlemen. There was literally a Capcom game in there that we have never seen.
Deep Down. Looked great.
I was trying to remember your name. I was trying to remember the name. Yeah, we haven't seen that ever.
It never appeared again. So I saw this, and I saw it had a project name, and I was like, I'm gonna watch this pretty trailer, and then I'm gonna go, cool, and then I'm never gonna think about it again. And that kind of comes for our next one as well.
Weight, I think because it has, hopefully because it has some weight behind it with Gary Ritter, because he is well renowned in writing. Hopefully this is going to be something that will actually come to fruition.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed the light. Bring it on. Yeah. Next up. I can't even say that. Can you say that for me? Pragmata, thank you very much. Launching 2022, so this is not for a while. If it does come.
Like, I don't even know what to think about this. The cat was a robot. I'm pretty sure the girl is a robot. There's an astronaut. A satellite comes...
Like, we were both thinking, is this Kojima? We did think that. I literally said, "This is Kojima. He's got something. Of course, he had something, people." And it wasn't. It's a Capcom game. It is from Capcom because it said at the end of the credits, Capcom.
Yeah, no, yeah, I remember.
This is insane. I don't know. I have no words for it. I won't lie. It looked pretty. We can't deny that. But it is a CGI trailer, so we don't know what this game is actual. It's Kojima all over again, but made by Capcom.
Yeah, it's like go back to what I just said about Ghostwire Tokyo, where it's like it's weird, and I respect and I'm intrigued by the fact that it's very weird, but it's hard to feel anything other than that based on like a couple of minutes of a trailer because like it's weird. Like those are my takeaways. They're on the moon at the end. I don't know what's going on. Like
That's why we said Kojima, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. It was so weird, it screamed Kojima. A man with a child, a man in a suit, landed on the moon with a child.
Finds a child.
Yeah.
Then it was satellite, and they go flying into the air for some reason because, and then they teleport away.
Made no sense. But
I dig it, but I don't really have anything to add to that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Destruction All Stars. I like a little giggle there.
It looks so much fun. Like, it's a game that just looks pure fun. You get in cars, you drive around, it's like a fucking in an arena, and you just smash the shit out of each other.
Battle Royale with cars, huh?
Battle Royale with cars. If your car gets smashed, you get out of the car, you run around. Get a new car.
Then get ran over.
Get a new car, jump on someone else's car. Like, it looked fun. What can I say? It looked fun. It's coming holiday 2020, PS5. It's a PlayStation Studios game.
Yeah, probably launching with it, so.
Fuck it. I'll play this. I'll play it. It looks like fun.
Very intriguing. Little Devil Inside. I like the look of this. I thought this looked really cool.
I don't remember that one.
Well, you suck.
Neither does the PlayStation blog, apparently. Because it's not there.
Oh, come on, PlayStation.
I brought up the PlayStation blog specifically because I was like, it must have all of the
everything
games
on there. Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. There's a nope.
It looked like a stop motion type game.
It still doesn't ring a bell. Oh, come on. Don't play an advert. Right,
Don't do this to
I'm looking.
me.
I'm looking.
You're looking.
Oh, wait, yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Where he's fighting multiple monsters or hunting
it's
animals.
Interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. Moody, I saw like 100 game trailers yesterday.
That's true. We did watch a lot of trailers yesterday, ladies and gentlemen.
But yeah,
come back for the World About Games Gamecast on Monday for the rest.
surfing on the sand. Yeah, and I was chasing the bear on the horse. Yeah, I remember. Looks interesting.
Yeah, I like the look of this one.
I like the art style.
Yeah.
I like the art style.
Next up, Stray.
This I do remember. This is the Annapurna game where you play as a cat with a backpack. Fuck yeah. Don't know what it's about. There's robots. There's no humans. All the robots look sad. And you're a cat. And you know what, Moody? That's all I fucking need to know. Annapurna Interactive. I'm a big fan.
Big fan, ladies and gentlemen. She's a big fan.
That's who published Sayonara Wild Hearts.
It looks beautiful. I won't lie.
I wasn't just pointing at my boobs for no reason.
And if you were thinking that, ladies and gentlemen, shame on you. It's a beautiful little trailer. Confusing. No idea what was going on. But why the hell not? I'm always intrigued by a game that doesn't tell me much.
Yeah.
So bring it on.
Yeah.
Next up is Jet the Fair Shore.
I think that's supposed to be Far Shore, but I think I've typoed.
Okay. Basically, I shouted out No Man's Sky 2.
I don't know what this game's supposed to be. I like the. I said this yesterday while we were watching it. I like the perspective of scale, where it's like,
Yeah.
because you're launching into space from Earth to an alien planet, and then you're clearly like driving around on it with like a rocket or whatever, exploring it. And I like the fact that it's like a really pulled out perspective, so you can see like you can appreciate that like whatever world you're exploring is massive. But apart from that, it's like I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I'm intrigued, but I don't know what the game is or what it's about, so I can't really say much more than I'm interested. Give me more.
Oddworld Soulstorm.
You know what?
Never played an Oddworld game. I can't comment on it.
I haven't played an Oddworld game since PlayStation 1. But
A long few generations
it
ago.
looked pretty cool. It was really weird tonally because Lorne Lannan did the introduction and he was like, "Hi, it'll be funny," and then it was like the music was like fucking like grim as fuck, and the trailer was grim as fuck, and I was like, "Is this gonna be funny?" Because
Yeah.
it doesn't look
Are
funny.
you sure? Are you sure?
Did you enter the right game, Lorne?
Yeah, Oddworld, like I said, it's a fascinating franchise. People love it. Like I say, it's getting a sequel, obviously. So, well done to them. Congrats. Looking forward to it. Going to be interesting. Like I said, I don't know if I will play it overall. So, but yeah, well done for the fans. Fans are going to be looking forward to it. So go for it.
We did.
One that this one I'm going to say right now was the only one I literally can say I have no goddamn interest in. Godfall. Trailer was terrible. Just going to be frank right now, ladies and gentlemen. Trailer sucked. Didn't like it. Music didn't go with it. Didn't work whatsoever. Didn't enjoy this. It just did not look fun to me.
And that's interesting because, like, for the whole showcase, I would have said, like, one thing that everyone nailed. Sony, developers, publishers, the music. Like, the music and the sounds, like, that over everything was spot on. But yeah, like Godfall, it didn't grab me at the Game Awards. It's not grabbed me since. I knew we were gonna get it because it was like the first PS5 game ever revealed. And again, I was waiting for it. It came up, and it's just like we talked on the podcast a couple of weeks ago when we were talking about Outriders. How like I'm looking for a PvE like live service game to like really sink my teeth into. And I look at Godfall, which is supposed to be a loot slasher, like cooperative loot slasher, which is like everything I'm looking for. But it just doesn't grab me in any way. It doesn't interest me. They've shown me nothing to make it differentiate it from any other third person action game out there.
Yeah.
And knowing it's a live service game, it's like, okay, so it might not have a great story. It's going to be endless. Like it's like, and then you see the trailers, and it's just like I need you to show me something. And I don't mean just show me anything. I mean, you need to show me something that makes me sit up and take notice.
Yeah, that's the thing about it. It's from the developers of Gearbox, and they are always seem like right now they're always late to jump on a thing that has already blown up, and now it's kind of lost its life and now going on to new different directions. Yeah. They did that with Battleborn, trying to go toe to toe with Overwatch. Didn't work out well for them. This one, I think, will literally. It's going to be a fart in a hurricane. It'll be blown away by its by the hurricane. And that's what it's going to be. That's what I literally think it's going to be. I feel for the developers who are working their asses off for this and everything, but it doesn't look fun. That's all it is. Now we could play this and we could be like, wow, and I'll come out and say I was wrong, ladies and gentlemen. This is awesome, and I will happily shout out to the skies that I was wrong. I have no problem with being bloody wrong. But right now, that trailer was not good, and it just didn't look like it was really good. So
the problem is, like, you've got, like, and for all the controversies and all the arguing on the internet, you have titans of this type of game now that are beloved by a lot of people, and that people keep jumping back into. Like EA and BioWare found out the hard way that you can't just crap out whatever you want into the live service market and expect people to grind on it. Like Destiny 2 is being reinstalled on millions of PlayStations and Xboxes and PCs across the world right now because of what they showed of their new season and their next expansion and their plans for the next couple of years. And like I feel like Godfall needs to really take that deep dive. If they want people to get into it, they need to. There's been 2 trailers amounting to a grand total of what, like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, you can't sell a live service game that way. The reason Outriders caught my attention was because a few weeks ago they did like a 40-minute live stream where they were showing me all sorts of different reasons why I want. Because when you're making a game like this, you're not asking people to sink 10 hours or 20 hours or 30 hours into it. You're asking people to sink hundreds of hours into it. And I need to know that it's going to be worth sinking hundreds of hours into it before I play it.
Mm-hmm.
And Godfall is showing me nothing right now. And again, it might be an amazing game, but I need you to show me that. I need you to show me some glimmer of potential in that game. And I didn't mean to bag on Godfall so much, but I guess I had a lot of thoughts on it after all.
Well, when everything else raised our eyebrows, literally made us pay attention to them, even if it didn't work fully for us by the end, we were focused on them. When Godfall came out, I lost interest. The music came off, the gameplay, and I was just thinking, this doesn't look fun. And I literally checked out until it stopped. Which shouldn't happen, ladies and gentlemen. Shouldn't happen for me.
Let's talk about some great
Know your
music.
audience.
Let's talk about some
know
great
your
music.
audience. Yeah.
Bug Snacks. That was a great theme tune. Got me.
It was bonkers, this game.
It got me.
It was bonkers, yeah.
That was a
From the little strawberry
snake.
Pokemon walking all the way up, then get eaten,
and
then gets eaten.
You take a strawberry arm, you get a strawberry arm, and then he was eating a burger.
From the creators of Octodad.
I'll tell you what.
Charming.
I'll tell you what, it's charming. I'll tell you what, I'm in.
Bring.
Holiday 2020,
Agreed.
PS5.
Yeah. Octodad was a big success for PlayStation when it came out.
It was. I remember it. It was a mild phenomenon when it came out. And I get it. I didn't enjoy it personally, but I get why it was successful. Bug Snacks, it's just it's like I can't say anything other than it was charming, and I was charmed, and I was humming along to the Bug Snacks theme tune, like it's good.
Bring it on.
Yeah, the next two games I don't have any personal interest in. They were Gran Turismo 7 and NBA 2K21.
I'm going to be interested with Gran Turismo 7 on the part of, like, sports just didn't. I think it sold well for PlayStation, but you never heard anything from it, really. It was always here in Forza. Gran Turismo this generation, Gran Turismo needs to come back and literally says, we are going to go toe-to-toe with Forza and we're going to fight that game. And because that's the next, obviously, we're going to be seeing that in July. We're going to be seeing the next Forza in July. That's a guarantee. 100%. Yeah. I'm not even going 99%, lazy. I'm going to 100% guarantee the Xbox exclusive thing is going to be a Forza game there. And it's going to look amazing. This one looked beautiful. Can't deny that. It's like you said, Amy, when we were chatting, cars are the perfect thing to show off how beautiful, visually stunning this console can make your game look. Yeah. And it looked really, really good. Turismo the only car game I really play is F1. It's the only one I really like. I enjoy the competitiveness on that and doing the tracks and everything and trying to beat Lewis Hamilton. He beats me all the time. But that's neither here or there. NBA, I don't play the game.
I mean, hell,
it was a CGI trailer.
The sweaty guy looked good.
It was not gameplay. It was just,
I don't want to talk about games I don't like. I feel it would be unfair to talk about these two games from my perspective because I'm just like, I'm not interested. I probably won't play either. The only thing I'll say about GT7 is when they cut to the gameplay, it really felt like it could have done with someone talking over it because it felt a little bit awkward.
I did. I went, he's gone for a dive bomb, ladies and gentlemen.
I know you did. But you know what I mean? I feel like in the moment, it was 5 minutes of car noises. Yeah. Or however long it was. And
sounded beautiful. The cars, all these games sounded beautiful.
The cars sounded good, but it could have done with someone just going, and this is just pointing out some feature of the game on PS5. But that's all I'm going to say about that.
With the two main elements that the PlayStation are touting, that's basically the SSD card and the 3D audio. All the games that I heard sounded really beautiful, really good. So it's very intrigued to see what more with the developers can do. But yeah, NBA, always going to be a top seller for people to love it.
Sports.
Sports.
Astro's Playroom. It's going to be coming installed with every PS5. It's designed to showcase the DualSense, the new PS5 controller, which makes sense. The Playroom came pre-installed on PS4. The
It was just
Playroom
the
VR came with all the
yeah.
VR headsets. Like this is just a thing that's going to take you through. It's just like a tutorial for your controller. It takes you through all the stuff that it does.
And the bots are cute. Can't ask for more.
And the robots are cute. It's Astropod in it. So,
Hmm.
yeah, it's a thing. Like, yeah, 9 out of 10. Good job, PlayStation. You got me hyped for video games, which no one's managed to do so far this summer, except Mooney.
That's true.
Actually, no, that's not true.
They
That's
gave
not
us.
true. I was hyped after I watched the Destiny 2 reveal.
Yeah.
But yeah, they set their expectations, and we've been talking about expectation management a lot over the past couple of months. They set their expectations and then exceeded them, which is what you want to do when you're going into something like this.
Yeah. Well
Um,
done, PlayStation. Did a really good job.
there was something in here for everyone, like you said. And I'm fucking hyped for all these games.
Hmm.
Like, I'm just looking through the list again now, and it's like, Jesus, 26 games, and they all look pretty cool. But that's going to do it for this video. The rest of our thoughts on everything else that's been happening in the Summer Games Fest or the Summer of Gaming will be on our podcast. That'll be on Monday as normal. That's all there really is to say, I guess.
Bye, everybody.
They say an outro. Bye. Bye.
Wrong salute. That's us.
Bye.